I'd like to show you some of the things that I've worked on in the course of my career. When I first started doing spinal surgery in the mid-1980s, I made a model, and this is not real bone, it's just fake plastic, of some of the most original early attempts at spinal fusion devices. This one, very few doctors would even recognize anymore. It was called the Wiltse-Selby device, and it was the first, one of the first, it was probably the second attempt at making pedicle screws and rods. Both of those doctors were very famous, and then I showed how we took bone graft. I used this to explain to my patients in the late 1980s how spinal surgery was done at that time. Boy, have things changed since then. From these little tiny screws and rods, we've now gotten to the point where we can fuse with long pedicle screws and rods the entire spine. This collection represents work that I've done in developing different types of products, from plates in the neck to devices that can be used in case a bone needs to be removed for tumor or infection, to all kinds of different types of artificial discs. This is an artificial disc that was developed, actually this one was not developed by me, but I've used many of them, and it replaces a worn out disc in the lumbar spine. But I'm proud to say that I was able to participate in learning more about this. All of these represent different types of devices that have been developed over the years. They're all the way from different types of synthetics for doing artificial discs in the neck, different kinds of cages, different types of artificial discs, different kinds of plates and screws, all the way up to the latest, newest devices, which are very small, minute artificial discs in the neck. So this represents a huge collection of knowledge. It's a historical reminder to me of all of the different things that have been tried. And some of these even go into the pelvis, where we're able to fuse the sacroiliac joint for chronic pain around the pelvis. Now, like I said, I'm particularly interested in taking care of people's pain. So as part of our armamentarium, we can put in spinal cord stimulators. We implant different small batteries, and these are made by the same types of companies that make heart defibrillators and heart implants for rate and rhythm. This represents my career of helping take care of people with every single device that I think has been brought onto the market, and every advancement through the course of my 39 years as a spinal surgeon. This is a collection of patches, as I described earlier, that have been given to me as gifts. And I have so many more that I don't have room to display. All of these patches have been given to me by actual patients, and each and every one of them in some form or fashion has been a first responder. They represent all of the Texas, national, federal agencies, and some that are just completely, really interesting. Here's a patch from a Russian policeman who's become a United States citizen. Here's the Department of Justice, Federal Bureau of Investigations, Border Patrol, National Park Service, Border Patrol, Boston Police Department K-9, and all of these patches have a story behind them, and they're all representative of patients that I've taken care of. And I have to tell you that it's one of my great privileges to be able to take care of people that sacrifice and give of themselves and then get injured. Every one of these people has been an actual patient of mine and was kind enough and generous enough to share with me a patch off their uniform. I have many more. I don't have room to display them all here in the office, but it's one of the things that I like to talk to patients about, and almost all of my patients are glad that I help take care of these first responders. It's a real honor for me to do so.